defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelbacker, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. A quick 3rd down test on this opening drive of the game. And now the handoff. He breaks free. Now here he goes. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
All the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
PAT makes it 7-0. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. They're going to the air in the first play. Pressure is coming. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Back's got it again. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz. That linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And now the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the Beavers looking to keep this drive rolling. They'll run it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, is this guy a tough matchup or what? Not only are you trying to prevent him from making just a catch, but then you got to bring him down to prevent more yards after the catch.
The Beavers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Design quarterback run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. And the Vols looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The Volunteers lining up here on 1st and 10.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. Second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Try and muscle for the 1st down. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of 1. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this 1st quarter. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Fights through the tackle. He's got the first and still going. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
And there's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. But I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, I love to see a defense that's prepared for anything. The offense here tries that jet sweep and quickly found out that going side to side is tricky against this defense and this speed they have.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13.
He'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for 6.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Volunteers!
Can you say methodical? Marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And the extra point was up and good.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half.
He hands it to the back.
Takes it across the 30-yard line. And the Beavers will crank up the tempo.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Pass is caught. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
It's the 2-minute timeout in what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Second down play coming up. Secondary backed up off the ball now. The quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Beavers will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the Beavers are in the red zone. Ball handed off. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often.
Yeah, I don't like that throw at all. Those windows are so tight down here. You just can't force the ball in there because it so easily can be picked off. He caught a break there.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Tight end makes the grab. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The Beavers will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We can talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. They'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
3rd down coming up.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Vols will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Oregon State's offense tries back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the left side, and they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man.
And it's hauled in. What a catch. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Physical run earns the first down.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Now, to me, it looked like that receiver maybe tipped his hand on this out route. The corner does a nice job of breaking on the ball. Receiver needs to be sharper on those if you want to have any success against this secondary.
Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense made in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He pulls in the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit.
Oh, and he knocks it right through.
And they've reclaimed the lead with that. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
quarterback's going to run it.
First down and more. He's still running.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The Vols come to the line to run the hurry-up.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Looking to throw it on first down. Dump off caught by the running back.
Puts into space at the 50.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They're going to run it.
Breaks into the clear. He's past the marker and still going. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves it out of the 12.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football.
Moves out of the pocket.
They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Running play called on third and short. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And the fullback takes a turn running the football.
Touchdown, Tennessee. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Chris, how about this old-school approach here? They have 3 tight ends, and they run the fullback in. That is pure power by this offense.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. This should be the last play of the quarter. Defense not pressing this time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
The PAT puts them up 3. Well, Kirk, Oregon State has the lead here, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Ball handed off. Gets the first and still running. And it works. The first down to the 35.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
Brings up second down.
They come up now 2nd and 16, a real challenge after losing 6 on that run. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch!
Well, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
And the Volunteers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Here we go, here we go.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And that run produces a decent gain.
Yeah, the quarterback, to me, looked like his timing and rhythm just off a bit there on this option. Picked up some positive yards, but not able to get out in the open space and get a first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Down.
Keeping it on the ground here. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
The Volunteers with 1st and 10 here.
Military stun. Military stun. Over.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Vols are in the red zone.
Here we go.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it.
Got two. He's got two.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The pocket breaking down. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. Leaning on the run game here. Breaks an open space. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.